Hi YouTube, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. It is Friday, March 18th. Happy Friday. Yay, let's have a positive night. We have a million games on the NBA slate right over here. You guys see in the graphic here, we have 12 games on the NBA slate. Last night we went 1-1. We hit just barely on Mo Bamba's under in points. And then we had Sadiq Bey's under in PRA. We've been taking a lot of unders lately and cashing a lot. And Sadiq Bey, I think, doubled his PRA with just his points. He went for like 50 plus last night. So, big time L right there. But we'll bounce back from that 1-1. Don't hate it. We are now 8-2-1 in our last two nights. So, we are on absolute fire. And I know we're rocking NBA picks right now in the time of March Madness. Hopefully everyone is winning some bread with the March Madness picks as well. Maybe we'll do some March Madness and NCAA basketball videos here on the channel as well. I got to do my research. Got to trust myself to not be a total dummy to jump on here and give you guys NCAA picks. But we can jump right into it, guys. As a reminder, we go through each and every game, but my final plays will be in the pinned comment. So I gave you my lean on the video, but my final plays will be on the pinned comment. I updated throughout the day, and I add player props in as well. We don't always talk player props in the video, but I add player props in the pinned comment, and you guys can join the Discord, which will be a link also in the pinned comment, and you can find it in the description. That's where I'll explain my player props and the research and rationale behind it. 2 nights ago, we had a clean sweep in player props the night that we went 7-1-1, so definitely want to join that Discord. Check it out. We have good NBA talk and then some good insight from a lot of smart minds in there. But yeah, guys, hit that subscribe button, like the video, comment, hashtag ride of the day. If you use hashtag ride of the day in the comments, I might be jumping on one of your picks. We don't do it every video. I didn't love any last night, but hashtag ride of the day, and I might be jumping on one of your player prop picks in the comments. I'll put my money where your mouth is. I'll trust your research. So use hashtag ride of the day. And yeah, we'll jump right into it here, guys. We have Philly hosting Dallas. Philly 2.5-point favorites here. This Dallas team has been playing good basketball. Looks like they're going to be relatively healthy. Philly, however, Joel Embiid, obviously the most important player on that team, is questionable here. If Embiid's a go, I think we're going to lean Philly here -2.5. If not, I'm going to flip it and go towards Dallas. This Dallas team is playing good basketball. 7-3 against the spread in their last 10. But I think that this Philly team gets up for big games here. So if Embiid's a go, we're going to lean Philly. If not, we're going to lean Dallas there. But that's definitely a huge question mark there. I'm kind of on the fence there, but I don't BS you guys over here. It's like Embiid's a big factor. I'm not going to lay my stake if I don't know his status here. So we'll keep an eye on that. I want to take Philly in this. I want to lean Philly. So if Embiid's a go, I'm hoping he is. That's what we'll run with there. All right, next up we have the Cavs hosting the Nuggets. Cav getting 2.5 points at home here. This Cavs team, we've called them the covering Cavaliers, I know. And sure, they were covering at the beginning of the year, and they're not doing terribly now. 4-5-1 in their last 10 against the spread. But this Denver team is a lot better than them, I feel. And we're going to keep an eye on the injury report as well, because Jared Allen is out, Wade's downgraded to out, Rondo's downgraded to out. So I guess we're going to need to keep an eye on it. We look at the injury report and say this Cavs team is missing some crucial players. So we're going to lead Denver here. The Cavs have they beat Cleveland, and they hung with Philly the other night. That was a push. We were on Philly -4, and it was a push. But I think that this Denver team's kind of hitting somewhat of a stride, beating Philly, then smacking up on Washington. And the only teams they're losing to as of late are decent teams. So we're going to lean the road team here, Denver -2.5. Keep an eye on the pinned comment, guys. Again, that's where my final plays will be. Of course, in videos, I'll tell you that's definitely a play because I love it, or that's not going to be a play because I don't like the game at all. But keep an eye on the pinned comment. That's where my final plays will be, because you guys can look at the pinned comment, see what I'm riding with, and you could say, you know what, I'm going to be smart. I'm going to fade Ev. Or you could say, I'm going to be a genius, and I'm going to ride with Ev. But here we go. We're moving on to the Raptors. 9-point favorites at home against the Lakers. This Raptors team still out with without Malachi Flynn and OG Anunoby. The Lakers lost 3 in a row. They just lost this Toronto team by 11 the other night. Meanwhile, this Raptors team is on a roll, 5 wins in a row there. In their last 10, they're 6-4 against the spread, but they are not a good home team against the spread as of right now. 0-3 at home, and that is why we're surprisingly, and it's probably going to bite us in the ass, surprisingly leaning Lakers +9. I think that's a huge number there. Keep an eye on LeBron. Keep an eye on Taylor Horton-Tucker. Two questionable names right there. Obviously, we don't touch this if LeBron James, one of the best players ever, isn't playing tonight. But we're leaning Lakers as of right now. I think it's a huge number. I think it's a little inflated, unless the books know that LeBron's definitely ruled out. But that number's inflated because this Lakers team's been so bad, and this Raptors team is actually on a tear. Next up, we have the Hawks at home getting 5 points against the Grizzlies. Hawks played a couple nights ago against Charlotte. We were on the right side of that one. Charlotte took it to him, a 10-point win. Atlanta, questionable. Danilo Gallinari, Trae Young is questionable, and John Collins has been downgraded to out. But Ja Morant's out as well, so I'm going to tell you guys right now, I'm not going to give you guys a lean on this game until we know some of those names right there. If Ja Morant's a go and Trae's out, then it's obvious. We lean Memphis. If Trae's a go and Ja's out, then we lean the Hawks. There's a lot of factors here, so definitely keep an eye on the pinned comment and definitely join the Discord. This is the type of game where we're all going to be updating each other and keeping each other honest and keeping each other in the know in the Discord. So use that link. It's free to join. Good NBA talk. I think we have 150 people or so. We just started it last week, so join that Discord. All right, Nets, 13.5-point favorites against the Trailblazers here. The Nets are at home. So Kyrie Irving is a no-go. Seth Curry is questionable, but I think either way, you still continue to fade Portland. I know that they kept it close with New York, was that a couple nights ago? And then look how that game turned out. You continue to fade Portland here, so I'm going to lean Brooklyn. Simple. All right, speaking of New York, 5.5-point favorites against the Wizards. This New York team, I know we've had people in the comments saying I'm not giving them credit, and this is a game where I'll give them credit. They're 7-3 in their last 10 against the spread, 6-1 in their last 7 on the road. Unfortunately, they're at home today where they're 1-2 in their last 3 games against the spread, but this Washington team does not scare me at all. Carey Jr.'s out. As we know, Bradley Beal's out for season, so we are going to be leaning Knicks here. Next up, Rockets getting 3 points against the Pacers, and for whatever reason, it's probably a dumb reason, but for whatever reason, I am somehow leaning Rockets, and that's one of those, and we hit on these. We hit on these guys. I wish this point total was, not the point total, but this spread was a little bit higher for the Rockets here, but sometimes I get these feelings that I'm like, this ridiculous underdog, I think, could come home and cover for us. So we're going to lean Rockets. That's a dummy play. Like, I don't think that that's the smart play, but I got to trust my gut sometimes. It's getting pretty big. I'm working on it, but we're leaning Rockets here, +3, and you could tell not much research is in there. That's going off field, which is not the best approach, but it's the approach that I'm taking right now. All right, next up, Heat, 15-point favorites against the Thunder, the rumble and covering Thunder. We got to put that on a t-shirt. I have loved betting the Thunder lately, but this Heat team is very good. And the Thunder have all their players out and everything like that, so we'll keep an eye on the injury report. Tucker, Butler, and Martin, all questionable, but I could totally see us just on a whim being like, you know what? Let's roll Thunder +15, maybe buy a 1.5, +16.5. They can get rolled by the Heat and still cover. So I think the obvious lean here is Miami. It's just a matter if my Thunder loyalty as of late is going to shine through. So keep an eye on the pinned comment for that one. I definitely think the educated play here is Heat. If Jimmy Butler, if those other guys are a go. All right, we have the Pelicans traveling to San Antonio. They are getting 3.5 points. 4 injuries here. Graham is questionable. And for San Antonio, it looks like we have no new major injuries here. San Antonio got that win against OKC, but OKC covered because we were on the OKC side of things. This Pelicans team has been playing really well, surprisingly well, I guess, or they were. They lost a few games in a row here. I got their game log up. They're not covering as of late, so I think the safe play here is to lean the home team. Both these teams kind of stink in the last week and a half, so I'm just going to lean the home team. 3.5 points, I'd love that to be 2.5, so we'll see what we do there. We'll keep an eye on the line, but I'm leaning Spurs here just because of the home team. All right, Jazz hosting the Clippers here. Jazz 6-point favorites, and I love that. Injury report here. We have Donovan Mitchell out. Azubuike is out. Bogdanovic out. And Forrest is out. I love the Clippers in this. I think that this Jazz team has kind of... I don't think that they've been playing the basketball that people think that they would have. In their last 5 games, they've only covered twice. And I'm not trying to say that this Clippers team is tremendous at all. They're bad against the spread lately as well. But 6 points seems like a hell of a lot in a game that I think can be kept close. So I really do like this play. I think the Jazz are without some crucial players. Meanwhile, the Clippers have played without their crucial players all year long. And they know how to do it. So I'm going to lean Clippers here +6. I know I said I love that. I mean, I really like it. It's got a strong chance to be a final play. But as of right now, I love it. But I'm not going to go, haywire and be like, this is the play of the night. All right, we got our Boston Celtics here. My Boston Celtics traveling to Sacramento, 9-point favorites, hook, line, and sinker. They're playing really well right now. Book it. Celtics double-digit win over this Kings team who is struggling. I'm biased towards the Celtics. That's the amount of research that went into this game. I love how the Celtics are playing. I love that they're playing a bad team. Boom. Bet the Celtics. And it's so funny because at the beginning of the year, betting the Celtics was getting us in trouble. Do you guys remember that? Betting the Celtics would get us in trouble at the beginning of the year. But all of a sudden, we're like, you know what? Celtics are playing good basketball. Really good basketball. So, shout out to my Boston Celtics. All right, we got the Suns. Last game of the night, guys. Suns -6 here at home against the Bulls. Zach LaVine is now probable. We were on the wrong side of this the other night. Actually just in the lean. We didn't make it a final play, so that was good for us. But we liked the Bulls against Utah. Phoenix now starting to play good basketball, but they played the Lakers. They played the Pelicans. They played Houston. If Zach LaVine's a go, I think we make a non-popular pick right now and lean towards Chicago on the road covering that 6 points. For whatever reason, I think that Zach LaVine gives them a little bit of oomph into the lineup, and not for whatever reason. He's their best player. One of their best players, DeRozan's going off. But I think that we lean the underdog here, Chicago +6 against the Suns. I've loved the Suns all year long, so it's not really against them. But Johnson's out. Chris Paul is out. Jay Crowder's questionable. I think they're missing some pieces here. So we're going to lean Bulls there +6. But that's going to wrap it up for the predictions portion of the video, guys. Feel free to give me your picks in the comments. We're not no hashtag of the day today because sometimes that's just a thing that you guys have to use, and someone has really good plays in the comments, and because they didn't use the hashtag, I can't give them a shout out. So just drop your picks in the comments. And if you have one player prop, you can comment twice. Remember that. You can give me a rundown of plays. I'm going to try and pick some people to shout out moving forward just for having good nights and positive nights, winning positive nights. But use hashtag of the day in the comments, guys, to give me a player prop that I should ride with. And make sure to join that Discord link. Hit that subscribe button, all that good stuff. Like the video, guys. It's so quick for you guys to do, and it helps us out a ton. We're recording in different settings every single day here. We are really grinding for these videos, and I'm having a blast doing it. Having a jolly good time doing it. But we will catch you guys in the next video. Hopefully we keep this positive streak going because we are on absolute fire 2 days in a row now, or for the last 2 days, 8-2-1, and before that we crushed. We were 15-5 in our last 20 plays. Before that, barring one day in the middle there, that I think we were 4-6, which that's a womp womp moment. But one negative day in the last, I don't know, week and a half. We are kind of, I know I was cold a little while ago, but we're indoors right now, kind of heating up here. So make sure to drop a like, guys, and subscribe, and we'll catch you guys in the next video. Comment that hashtag ride of the day. Join the Discord. All the stuff that I've said a million times in this video, do it. But we'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out.